Hey guys, this is Nutcase, and I'm doing a kind of test review thing for this pack of white pens from JetPens. I'm gonna be doing them on different surfaces like this cardboard, this paper that I've put some marker colors on, since that's what I usually use the white highlighters for, and then this glossy brown paper that I have just to give some different textures. To see what will work on what, and yeah. So let's get started. I'm gonna do the pens separately from the paint pens. Now let's see. Like, as you can tell, these paint pens, these paint pens aren't active yet, so I have to also figure out how fast it goes. And so that one, the Sharpie one, goes really fast. You can activate it pretty good like that. So yep, that's the Sharpie. It shows up pretty good on the cardboard, as you can see there. Then the next one I'm going to do is the Pasca pen, paint pen. There's actually two Pasca pens in this set, and this one's the large one. So let's see how long this one takes to get going. It's taking a lot longer than the first one took. And then I think I ended up shaking it to try and get it to go. And then, yeah, there it is. And the Pasca pens are something I've used before, and they're pretty, like, thick paint-wise, so that's always nice for that. The next one I'm going to be doing is a Rayme paint pen. This one also comes out pretty fast, but yeah, it kind of seeps into the cardboard more than it stays on top. Yeah. As you can see, it's already soaking in. It soaks in really fast. Okay, and the next one is the small Pasca pen. There we go. So it has like a fine tip on it, so I was kind of worried about doing this, so I was trying to do it fast. But then quickly went to shaking it instead because I was like, oh, I don't want to ruin that tip. And so I got to go, and just like the Pasca pen, it puts on, the first one, it puts on a, heavy pigment there, because it is paint. It does splatter a little bit, because I think of the tip, but yeah, you can see where it did it there. But besides that, they seem nice. So here are the gel pens now. So the first one I'm going to do is this Discourse pen, and it's okay. It's also a little lighter than what I would normally do, but it's still a good white. It still stays colored on the cardboard, so that's also nice. And then this next one is the Hybrid pen. Hybrid Gel Grip. I was trying to get the other, I didn't know if that was gonna help, but that's the size there, it's the medium, so camera focus, there we go. And that was me deciding what am I gonna call this, and it's like, oh yeah, it's the Hybrid. And then just a couple more scribbles. This one, it seems to be whiter than the first gel pen. It stays on top of the cardboard better. And the next one is, I believe, the Uniball. Yeah, this is another one that I've used before, but they're pretty good. I know a lot of people use this one instead of the jelly rolls that I normally use, so yeah, it's pretty good. like the hybrid it stays on, and like it's a nice solid white. And the next one is the tried and true Jelly Roll for me. But even like this next to this, I can see that the hybrid and Uniball are clearly like brighter whites than the Jelly Roll, which is like, wow, wish I would have known that. Been using Jelly Roll this whole time. And the last one is this one called Glaze. You couldn't read it there. It's Glaze, and at first it doesn't look like there's anything, but there's a little thing on the lid, so, or on the pen, so I had to take that off. But as you can see, it goes down and like it's like no pigment, and it's like, what is this? What is this doing? And so I'm like scribbling with it because I can see that there's wetness on the cardboard. And then like if I overlay it a lot, it comes through. But before that, it just like, it doesn't look like anything until it starts to dry. And then once it starts to dry, it starts to look white, but I don't know what that would really be good for, so. Alright, and for the first paper I'm going to do this glossy brown paper, just because it's a different texture than I have, and the Sharpie goes down pretty well on there as well. And then the Pasca pen comes out again, and it as well goes down really well. I like a lot of the paint pens, it makes sense that they are super thick like that. The Raymay is the only one that I don't understand why it doesn't, like, it's not a thicker color to it. But yeah, as you can see even on the gloss paper, it kind of seeps through and doesn't really hold its color. And then this is the Pasca small pen. Really do like this one. And then I'm going on to the Discourse one again. And it's not covering as well on the gloss paper as it did on the cardboard, but it's probably just because it's a gel. And I was like, oh yeah, I should draw lines so you can see which ones I'm doing. Boop, boop. So yeah. And then here is the hybrid. The hybrid goes nicely on that paper, and it doesn't like pill up or anything where it'll like ball up the colors and wipe off easily. That being said, all of these dry really fast, it seems like, except for the glaze. And then here's the Uniball, which also, like the hybrid, goes on pretty well. And the Jelly Roll, which again is not holding up to everybody else, like what I used to think the Jelly Roll would do. But see, at this point you can see where the glaze is now like bright white on the cardboard, but you see it not going down any color-wise on the gloss paper. I don't think the gloss paper is a good one for that one specifically. But yeah. Really not liking that glaze one. So you can see where it's glossy there, but that's it. Alright, and so next on to the... This was like watercolor paper, kinda. So it's a very porous paper, more porous than what I normally use, and so the pens kind of soak in no matter what brand they were on this one, but there are definitely some that stood out more. But like on the black especially, it's something that like you probably have to do multiple layers of to get it to stand out, to be white at least. But on the blue there, as you can see, it's not so bad with the Sharpie, and then on the Pasca pen, again, the black just, it absorbs that color. It's like, no! This will not be white again. And then, I think I zoom out a little bit, there we go, so you can see all of them. And then I did the Reime again, and it just, yeah, that just soaked into the paper, like, no matter what color it was on. So that is not good for porous paper at all. And here's the smaller Posca pen. I feel like it probably, out of the paint pens, did the best on the black, but that's because it had like a smaller surface to be putting the ink on. Or paint, sorry, not ink, but yeah. Okay. And then back to the gel pens, and then the Discord pen is again first, and it does not work well on this paper. Like, at all. As you can see with the blue, I believe the black it's a little better than the other stuff, but the purple it just like disappears. Even worse than the Reime pen did. So, alright, and on the hybrid, the blue has no issue, like it has no issue with that. And then on the black, again, it gets soaked in just a little bit, just like the others. On the purple, you can kind of see it, but it seems like the lighter color like that is not showing the colors as much, the white. So here's the Uniball. Again, it doesn't have any issues with the blue. And the black, again, it just is getting absorbed into the paper. It might even just be the paper for those, so, you know, you can see what the other colors, what they are like, so, yeah. And the next one is the Jelly Roll. Again, it's just not holding up to what I remember. But then again, I remember having to do like layers and layers of white to get it to actually be white, so that's probably why. I just thought they all were like that. And then, again, last to the glaze, which, even looking at it now, after the fact, doing my voiceover for this, that it shows up nothing at all on that. Like, at first it looked like it was gonna be like the outer edge was clear, but that, like, it's just all absorbed into the paper at that point. So I really don't like the glaze pen. Yep. It's just like, I don't understand what that is for. I may just be misusing it, but it's listed as a white pen, so I don't know. Yep, so there's the 3 different testing surfaces. And then, let's see here. So the Posca pens are definitely the best paint pens. And I like them for covering larger areas, obviously, because they have bigger tips than the gel pens. And then the hybrid, which is a new one to me, is surprisingly good, and I liked it, so I'll probably end up using that one. And then also the Uniball pen, I do like that one, so I will definitely use that one as well. So yeah! But out of the other pens, I really did not like the Reime or the glaze pens. They were just very subpar. I don't feel like they did what they needed to do at all for at least what they're listed to do. So yeah, I will have a link down below to the listing for this whole set, which in that listing I believe they actually have links to each individual one, so if you want to buy it, it's very easy to find that way. And it saves me putting a bunch of links down in the description. So I hope you guys like this video, and hopefully it helps you decide what pen you would like to buy for your highlights whenever you're drawing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!